ready for the inspection. Can you talk about a few of the things you commonly find almost all the time they can kind of do or look at to get ready for the inspection?
Sure. One of the important things is, as we're doing a home inspection, we need to have access to all of the areas of the home. So that's really important. So you want to make sure if your only attic access is in your master bedroom closet, and your closet is full of clothes and shelving and all that stuff, you're going to have to remove that stuff and get it out of the way. A very common thing I see is when people park their cars in the garage underneath the garage attic access.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that car is moved. You want to make sure all the places that you probably don't go a whole lot in your house, like the crawl space, the attic, all those places have to be accessible. And you want to just generally, before you're getting ready to list your house, either have somebody come look at it for you, or do it yourself and go through those places that you haven't been in a while and make sure there's nothing obvious there. One of the most common things that I see in attics is the bathroom fans are inducted to the exterior. That's a really common one. It's on probably 80% of the houses I look at. So that's one that's going to get called out every time by every inspector. So relatively easy to fix too, and fairly inexpensive to have. You can do it if you're halfway handy. You can probably do it yourself. But you want those ducts to go completely to the outside. You want them to go either through the soffit or through the roof. And they make flashing attachments for those kinds of things. Another big thing that's comes up on a lot of home inspections and is sort of a focus recently is deck construction. It's a big problem. So,
if you know me, you know I have my personal list of things that give me heartburn, and decks are in the top 10 every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting, we just had the state home inspection conference, and that was a big focus there. One of the big reasons the decks are problematic is because they're often built by homeowners that maybe don't know exactly what they're doing 100% of the time. So you'll see things like where decks attached to the house and they have a single beam out away from the house. 100% of the time now, I'm going to recommend they bring that up to code to prevent that deck from pulling away from the house there. So that's one of the areas where the deck attaches to the house, the ledger board is very often one of the places we can't inspect, because most of the time the inside of there is finished with drywall, so it's not. The new codes that went into effect in 2015 for deck construction are enforced by Anne Arundel County now, and they require decks to be self-supporting. So that's really important. We watched a ton of videos during the home inspection conference about decks falling down and people getting seriously injured. There's been a couple of realtors that have been seriously injured or killed just showing houses where decks were problematic. So it's a pretty serious thing, and it's generally something that can get repaired and dealt with in the 30-day, 45-day closing period, and it's not going to break the bank. You want to make sure all your railings are safe. You got handrails on the decks if you're going to go up and down the stairs. You don't have open risers on the decks. The stairs, so small children can't fall through the staircase. Anne Arundel County has a really great PDF guide that you can download from their permit website. That gives you all, in a 2-page document, gives you all of the standards for the IRC code and changes. So it's a really easy document. You can go right on their site and download it, and I include it in a lot of my inspection reports.
Oh, that's great. We will put a link to that document in the description below too. I've gone through my house and made sure you can get into all the parts of my crawl space in my attic. Is there anything else that is good to have available, or not even during the inspection, but just in general during the process, that you would recommend?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're prepping your house and you're doing repairs and you have contractors coming over and working at your house, it's a good idea to provide receipts and documentation of the repairs that have been recently made. That's always a good positive thing to show a potential buyer that you've made some steps to make corrections to some problems that you may have been aware of. It's good to see service records on things like your furnace and stuff like that. Now, if you haven't serviced your furnace in 10 years, you can't go back and draw it in there.
Now might be the time.
But yeah, get it serviced before you before you list your house, because that's a tune-up on your furnace can go a long way
Okay.
in terms of its operation, and making sure that you have good fuel to oxygen mixture, because sometimes those nozzles can get clogged and stuff
Okay.
like that. So if you have that serviced before you list your house, it's always a good idea.
Thanks, Tom.
All right. Thanks for having me.